Edinburg man wants to know if anything will ever be done to keep his home from flooding. He says last year it flooded and FEMA wasn't any help. Channel 5's Frank McCaffrey found out the city has some projects in the works that could help. Frank?
Yes, that's right. Retired U.S. Marine Ismail Garza says he and his wife are picking up the pieces of their 22nd Avenue home in Edinburg. It was a rough 2018. Ismail Garza has spent 22 years in this home. He raised a family here and was enjoying his retirement. Then, last year, he says his retirement was disrupted.
And during the flood waters, they came in early in the afternoon, and before we know it, we were flooded.
He says his neighbors next door had so much damage from floodwaters inside their home that they had to move. He had 2 feet of water in his backyard. It damaged the side of his house, and he found out when it was time to fix up that he was on his own.
No help from FEMA. They denied the claims. They said it wasn't enough damage.
Garza says he spent $5,000 to fix damages to his house and yard. He says he wants to know if the city of Edinburg is ever going to do anything to prevent flooding on his block.
We had water since I was small. I used to live in this neighborhood when Hurricane Beulah was here, and we had water everywhere. The streets were flooded, the park was flooded, and they still continue.
We reached out to the city of Edinburg's Director of Public Works, Tom Reyna, to ask if the city has any drainage to protect 22nd Avenue homes. He says crews are beginning to work near Garza's home on Coon Street, improving the drainage on his block.
What's happening is on some of those areas we have slow moving water. That's basically, we have drainage and we have one outfall coming out. So what we're doing is we're actually adding additional outfall, so that way that water will move constantly and much at a faster rate, so that way we don't have that large buildup.
Reyna says Garza should expect the work to be completed and drainage to be dramatically improved on his street by summer. Now Reyna tells us Edinburg has 10 drainage projects in the city that will be completed by summer. He says work on 3 of them is underway right now. And Garza says he's happy to hear Edinburg is taking care of his part of town. Live in the Channel 5 News studio, Frank McCaffrey, Channel 5 News at 5.
The 10 drainage projects in Edinburgh that Frank just mentioned in his report will cost nearly $28 million. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. 4 detention ponds that we're going to be showing you on a map that should be coming up are funded through a bond election. They are in the areas of Shunier, Sugar Road, Doolittle Road, and Veterans Boulevard. Public Works Director Tom Reyna says, again, they'll all be completed by summer. And you'll find a map of other drainage projects in Edinburgh on our website at krgv.com. We'll post it after our newscast.